So here's another, so Tara and I story. So as I was visiting with Tara today, we were talking about my guide dog Jenny with a couple of friends of ours. And 3 years ago, Tara and I went to Vegas and we took Jenny with us. There's so many stories about Vegas, it's not even funny. But this particular story is that Tara is a nurse, has been for decades. And what I didn't know until I knew a nurse is that even nurses have Achilles heels. I thought nurses can handle anything. The blood, the gore, the everything. But apparently each nurse has their own thing that they can't deal with. Tara's Achilles heels are eyeballs and dog poop. So we were in Vegas and we were staying at a resort hotel that had pink rooms because it's an all girls trip, right? Just leave it at that. It was pink. And one morning we go to take my guide dog Jenny out to go to the restroom, and there's signs about stay off the grass and all those kinds of things. I'm like, she's a service animal, she's got to use the restroom somewhere. So what we would do is we would stop at this certain piece of grass or, just patch or whatever, and Tara would walk off like 50 feet so that Jenny could do her business. And there's a whole process. Like, I could tell when she, was squatting down, doing her business, like running around. So I had a bag and I was picking up her stuff, and all of a sudden I hear Tara from like 50 feet away going, "You miss one." And I'm like, "What?" She's like, "You miss one." And I'm like, "What is she talking about?" And the whole time we're having this conversation, I'm tying off the dog bag. Okay. And this man near her was like, "Don't worry, babe, I'll take care of it." So apparently when I cleaned up Jenny's mess, I did not clean up all of it. I'd only brought one bag down because we weren't, like, it was just, we're getting up for the morning. We weren't ready to go anywhere or anything like that. But Tara was off on the side trying to help, at the same time not be involved. And then it was also fun that my guide dog she was really quick to learn where hotel rooms were. She was really quick to learn what her path was, right? And so we got to the point where we would, like, Tara would walk down to the hotel room door and I would stay back at the end of the hall, take off her harness, and we would just let her run just up and down the hall. And she'd go through my legs and turn around, and Tara would call her back, and she'd run back to Tara, and then I'd call her back, and she'd run back to me. And people would come out of their rooms like, "What the hell's going on?" And then, of course, they would see that there's a yellow lab running up and down the hall and was like, "Oh!" And so Jenny made all these friends. But yeah, we love taking Jenny. And then that same trip, on our flights back, there was a guy in the seat next to us, and just as we landed, he pulls what we thought was a backpack out from underneath the seat in front of him. He unzips it, and this little yellow lab looking puppy popped its head out wearing a little service dog and training vest. And Jenny hopped up so quick. She goes, "Was that in there the whole time? Can I play with it?" And I was like, "Oh, it's so cute." But having a service animal, we know what we're supposed to do in public, right? But even we were not immune to the adorableness of this service animal in training that apparently had been flying with us for 3.5 hours. So that's our Vegas and Jenny stories.